Hey everybody, Jake here, and today we're going to take a look at some Clockwork Synergy straps. So this is just going to be a quick kind of mini review of each of the 5 straps that I have from Clockwork Synergy. They're the people I generally go to buy my straps. The prices are really cheap and the quality seems to be pretty good. Some of the straps have been hit and miss, but we'll go over that. Let's go ahead and get started. So first one up is going to be this. This is just a black Perlon standard strap from their website, with a rose gold buckle here. And most of these straps, the first 4 are going to be 24 millimeters because they go on my Makara Sea Turtle. The other one is going to be 22. So they do have these in a variety of sizes, as with most of their straps. And this particular strap comes all the way from, it goes all the way from 14 millimeters to 24. So massive gap there between, you can figure out exactly what size you need and you can get them. A variety of buckle colors. You can get stainless steel, brushed steel, yellow gold, rose gold, or PVD black. I have the rose gold. I have a bronze from them as well, and then I have 3 of the black straps. So you'll get to see the buckle in a few different colors. This one here is $11.95, so about $12. But Clockwork Synergy has 2 things going for them. They always have free shipping if you're in the US, and they constantly have discounts. So don't buy this at $11.95. Wait. If you go right now, they're actually having a Halloween sale. It's 20% off, so you can pick this up for like $8.50, something like that. Which is not bad. Let's go ahead and go over the strap though. So the material itself is nice. I bought this mainly for the beach. It's very breathable, and there's a lot of tiny perforations, as you can see, so it's perfect for sizing up. You can slot in that the buckle fastener pokey thing through any of these slots. So if you want it there, that's fine. If you want to move it up 1, you can do that. You can go all the way as far as you want to, and just about find a perfect fitting for any wrist size you have. So if you're in an area where the weather fluctuates, or you're going somewhere that you normally don't, like when I went to Florida, it's much hotter down there than it was up here in South Carolina. So I, took this and I could adjust, and it was nice just to have that option. Took this one. I also took a NATO from them that I'll go over. So it's nice. The only thing wrong with it is the quality of this one was not that great. Now for $12, I didn't expect a whole lot, to be honest. But I had a lot of stuff from Clockwork Synergy, and this is by far the cheapest thing I've had from them. So I was a little off put. But if you look down here, the end is uneven. A lot of fraying already, and I've worn this for a couple months now. But there's a lot of fraying. The little holding straps here, they're very tight. And you can see when I'm moving it, it already bunches up the Perlon. So it's a little annoying. This is my least favorite strap from them, and it's kind of understandable why. The buckle is nice quality though. It was polished at some point. It is a little scratched up now, but that's fine. It's going to happen with a polished anything, But it's really thin, which can be good, can be bad. Really depends on you. This one's about 1 millimeter, so it's super thin. And the quality just wasn't there for me. I don't go to this one a whole lot unless I just have to. Next one up, they don't sell this one anymore, so don't get too hyped up, but I figured I would mention it. They used to have these carbon fiber bands. Now, on the pictures for the website, they looked pretty cool. I got it in, and I was pretty pissed, because it's like this glossy kind of... It's not even carbon fiber. None of this is carbon fiber anything. It does have actually a decent leather backing on it, which is pretty comfortable. But this one's not great. I'll try to give you a close-up here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So you can see the ends where that little plasticky material is fraying off. And you can actually see up under there. So yeah, this is nowhere close to carbon fiber. Also, the first few times I wore the strap maybe half a dozen times, just because that material is so unpleasant. But one of the first 3 or 4 times that I wore it, my skin kind of broke out, which I thought was weird because I've never been allergic to anything. And it just seemed to be when I was wearing this strap. So I'm assuming that that might be a possibility why they discontinued it. If not, it was going to be the quality of this thing because it's absolute garbage, as you can see there. This one was a huge, huge disappointment. If they had gone for like maybe a matte finish and adjusted the material, I think it would have been much more appealing because the strap from a distance doesn't look bad. I think it looks pretty good. But when you get up close and you feel it, and you feel that rubbery coating, and it's just unpleasant, and I don't like it. For reference, I think that was about $17 or so. Alright, onto the ones I actually do enjoy wearing. So first up is this one. If you watched my review of the Makara Sea Turtle, you saw it on this strap. This is a gray heavy NATO strap from them. Again, this is the heavy NATO, so it's got these big, like, oval buckle things. And I got the strap because it is bronze. That watch is bronze, and it's difficult to find a bronze strap. These have a little bit less variety as far as width goes. These go from 18 to 24. You can get a 3-ring or 5-ring. The 5-ring has this little add-on here. The 3-ring just doesn't. It's just, that. It's all up to you. The 3-ring is $14.95. The 5-ring is $17.50, $17.49. And you can get these buckles in brushed steel, yellow gold, rose gold, bronze, or PVD black. So this one is about double the thickness of the Perlon, so it's fairly durable. And when you're wearing it on your wrist, all you do is you loop this part through your spring bars, and then you can kind of tuck it through here. And what that'll do is that will hold your watch in place fairly well, and then you can kind of just loop it up through and fasten it. This strap is very comfortable. The material, at first it was very stiff, I'm not gonna lie, but after a while it broke in, and it's pretty soft now. Now I've been wearing this one. This is usually my daily watch strap, so I've worn this one hundreds of times, and there is some fraying, as you may be able to see there, but it's so much less than the Perlon. It's not even funny. This material is just so much more durable, and because it's bronze, you can see some of the patina already kicking in there on a bit of that, so you can get some green on there, and there's some more there. So yeah, I wear this quite a bit. I wore this in the water with absolutely no issues. It's just a very, very pleasant strap. This is definitely one of my favorites from them, and I was very impressed with this strap in particular. So if you use it 20% off that they have going on at the moment, or if you can catch it on another sale, you can get this for like $12, 12 to 14, something like that, depending on whether you go with 3 or 5 buckle. Can't recommend it enough though. I think it looks fantastic on that watch and complements it a lot. And just like the Perlon, I forgot to mention this, they have these in a bunch of colors, different patterns and stuff, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link down to their shop in the description. You can kind of go through it at your leisure. Next up is a 2-piece NATO from them. So this is the orange/gray/black RAF NATO watch bands 2-piece. These are $14.95, so about $15, and again, this one's in 24, just like the last several were. And these can come in 18 to 24 millimeters, your choice. This is still a little bit thicker than the NATO, and you can get it in stainless steel buckle, brushed steel, yellow gold, rose gold, or PVD black. So this is kind of a different approach to the NATO. As I mentioned, it's a little bit thicker, so it feels more secure holding my watch because the watch is extremely heavy than the NATO, so sometimes I opt for this, and I like the color orange a lot, so that kind of pops. But this one's really nice. It has a huge kind of NATO strap holder there. Really, really locks it in place. You don't have to worry about that at all. The buckle's nice. It's that PVD black. This one seems to wear the least from my experience, so that's the reason I keep getting it. Unless I have the option for bronze, and I'll pick that one up. This one's really nice, though. I haven't wore this one a ton, maybe a couple dozen times, and it's softened up considerably. It is still a little bit stiff, though, because of how thick it is, but the material itself is really, really pleasant. There's a little bit of fraying right there on the end, but it's not too bad. You can kind of see there. But this is a very pleasant strap. So one thing I forgot to mention with the carbon fiber is it does have a quick release, as does this one. A lot of their bands, if they're not NATO, do have quick releases. So in order to operate a quick release, if you're curious, you push one side into your watch, into the lug, and then you just take there's a little knob there. You kind of scoot it over, and then slide it in and let it go. And it's super easy to swap these bands out. It makes it much, much quicker than using a spring bar tool. And quick releases are usually my go-to if I have the option. They're stable. I haven't had any issues with any quick release ones. And not only that, but they actually hold their spring bars in place so you don't lose them, which is wonderful because spring bars are very tiny. This one, though, I also enjoy wearing quite a bit. I don't wear it as much as the gray just because of the color combination. But it's a very pleasant watch band, and the material is really, really soft. I like this one quite a bit. Alright, on to my favorite one. So, little disclaimer, they don't sell this exact one anymore as far as I can tell. They do sell quick release versions of it though, so keep that in mind. This one's actually on a watch. This is the first band I got from them. This is just a regular leather strap from Clockwork Synergy. They have a ton of other leather straps now, but a while back this was their like basic line. I think these were at 25 or so. Most of the ones you're going to run into on there now are 35, but they're higher quality leather. So this one has a total of 7 adjustability holes. It has stitching down here at the end and stitching up here, of course. No quick release on this one, but it's a very, very nice quality. However, I did just notice something that I have not noticed before this review. The leather is separating. That top ply is coming off. Now, I've had this strap for probably 3 years now. So for 25 bucks, I still don't think it's too bad. But if you want something more durable, get a nicer leather strap. This one, though, has worn in very well. I really like the wear on the strap. It looks nice. It still maintains that black color, but it does kind of show some character. And I really, really appreciate that. Now, this one is on my Martian Notifier. I don't wear this watch a lot. This is my last remaining smartwatch. But I wear it every now and then if I just feel like it, or if I have to match black because my other watch doesn't do that super well. This is usually one of the ones I'll pick up. And the only frame I've noticed on it at all is the threading on the loop here. Now, I did have another one of their bands. I have their brown worn leather band from their Dapper collection. That one was $35. And I can at least give you the specs from that one and kind of give my opinions on that while you look at this one, which they don't sell anymore. That one came from 18 to 26 millimeters. I've yet to see a 26 millimeter watch in the wild. That's probably more like an enormous wristband than a watch strap, but you know. And these come in stainless steel, brushed steel, yellow gold, rose gold, and PVD black. This one obviously has the PVD black on it. So, that one is $35. I will say though, that is by far the best leather band that I've ever used in my life. Now I've only used 3 or 4 of them, but this one's pretty nice. I don't mind this one, but it blew this one out of the water. It was much, much better quality. It was very, very similar. The only difference is it has stitching right here across this part and does not have the stitching right here. So it was nice. It also only had 1 loop instead of these 2. But it held the strap on, or held the watch on very, very well. It got very, very soft over time once it broke in. The leather wore very, very nicely. And I sold it when I sold that watch because it was I had it on a Huawei watch, which is 18 millimeters, and I hate 18 millimeter watches. So that strap is gone along with that watch. But it was very, very nice. So in conclusion, Clockwork Synergy makes some very good stuff at some very good prices. However, if you're looking for a value and something that's actually going to work pretty well, I would check out everything over 15 and kind of ignore everything under the 15 mark. You know, catch them on sale. You can get them pretty cheap. And again, free shipping to the US. They have a ton of different options. Just kind of do some research before you get one. The reason I've bought them is because before I saw Clockwork Synergy, I had never tried a Perlon or a NATO or a 2-piece NATO or a decent leather band. So I use those straps to experiment before I buy higher end watch straps. And I think for that purpose, it's not too bad. You can kind of see, oh yeah, maybe I like NATO, maybe I won't. Pick up a NATO and check. It's, again, you can get these for about $15. That's not too bad compared to buying, like a $50 NATO strap and hating it. So maybe check that out, but make sure to get one that you like so you don't completely waste money. But look into it. The brand's decent from what I can tell. I don't have any experience with their customer service or anything like that, but just based off value alone, I recommend them. Just be careful what you're buying. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any recommendations for watch straps, I'm always looking for them. Leave some down in the comments. I have watches from 18 to 24, so just let me know any of them, and I'll be more than happy to take a look and check them out. Thanks, guys. Bye.